conversation, never on the blocks.
Meet me by the bar.
Bars open.
Bars open.
Bars open.
Meet me by the bar.
Straight up, no chasing.
Welcome to Open Bar Podcast, where the conversation is never on the rocks, which is straight up no chaser. I'm your boy C4.
And I'm AD from Smile Bartending.
Absolutely. And we back with another episode, another dope episode with another dope creator. I'm gonna let her introduce herself because this ain't Club Shay Shay.
Hey y'all, my name is Maisha Robinson. I'm the CEO of the Brand Suite Agency, where I teach creators how to build brands and teach brands how to engage like creators.
Boom. I think that's important now too, because if you're not a creator, you're not nothing, especially with artists too.
Oh, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you definitely need that component to it when you're building a business and a brand. It helps push your information out, and the more eyes you have on you, the more sales you get, the more people come support you and create community online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. AD needs some of that.
Yes.
She-
I definitely do because, I'm new to the creating aspect of it.
That
So
part.
that was crazy. I already had a question in my head ready for
Come on
you.
now.
You know what I
Don't
mean?
put it-
Yeah. Not trying to put you on a spot, but
I'm here
just
for
for
that.
people like me, because I can say like, okay, I've been in the game for a while as far as like what I do, but now starting a brand, like what advice would you give, to those that are learning to create? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, I was scared to create a reel. I was scared to, you know what I'm saying? Even just like do certain things because I'm like, okay, well, hashtag like, oh, I only did Instagram for personal. Hey, I'm just outside eating food. Now it's like, oh wait, no, I want to get
You gotta
viewed. I
promote
want,
yourself.
I got to promote myself now.
Yeah.
So like, how do you, what advice would you give for somebody to get like comfortable in that, or
Yeah. So the beautiful thing is you already have a brand and you already know what you're passionate about. Because a lot of people, they get into it just kind of just throwing something together and they're like, you know what, I'm going to start shooting some content. But it really doesn't start there. It starts from your passion and what your vision is. So if you know what the passion is behind your why and why you're doing the things that you're doing, it makes it easier for you to have a conversation with people, and you can create community around that because people love to drink.
Got it.
Drinking is a
Got
part of
it.
the nightlife. That's a
Mhm.
part of like our weekends. Is how we bond over drinks. If we eating, we drinking.
Right.
So if you can create like a community around what you do, it'll be easier for you to create content around it. Because you even making a drink, I was catching some content from that. Because I'm like, that's dope. Like how she's doing it, and you can create some really cool reels behind that, and then storytelling behind the drinks that you make. So if you can do like storytelling, and you can do like signature drinks, like Open Bar Podcast, a signature cocktail, like that's something you can start online, and people will be like, "Oh, this sounds like a real good drink."
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
So and it tastes good, and then everybody start trying it on the podcast. That's shameless plug, and then that becomes your thing online. So just find how you want to storytell through the things that you're passionate about, and you can create content around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
As I shake you up and drink right now.
Come on now. Get into it. Loving it.
Yes. We're going to make you a mocktail today.
Love that.
That's what I was gonna ask, like, what you making her?
Okay.
Like,
So this mocktail, I am making you a whiskey sour. But for the whiskey substitute, because I'm gonna let y'all know, sometimes the non-alcohol it costs just as much as buying a bottle of whiskey, so like I'll go online and I'll look up certain things and I'm like, oh, okay, I want a whiskey substitute. What ingredients do they use? They use like, corn or like wheat or like, you know what I'm saying, like whatever they use. And I'm like, okay, barley, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, cool, barley tea, brew the tea. And then you can do it either cold or hot, you know what I'm saying? But if you do it cold, of course, it has to sit longer in the refrigerator, whatever the case may be. Added a little sugar in there, added some fresh squeezed oranges, you know what I mean? Just to kind of give it like a nice finish as if you are actually drinking whiskey, So yeah, that's what we're going to give you today. We're going to give you a mocktail whiskey sour.
Yes, and I love tea too, so this is like the perfect drink for me.
This is going to be good for you.
Maki.
Yes.
Anytime I drink mocktails is like when I'm not trying to do too much.
Right, because that's what I tried to tell people too. People are like, "Oh yeah, mocktail," and I'm like, to be honest, there's a difference between mocktail and virgin drinks. Yeah, because a mocktail usually you try to use like a substitute or something like that. But if not, how you
Fire.
feeling? Yeah, I'm like, how you feeling?
That's
You know what
the
I'm saying? And then
thing.
it's kind of like you don't really tell that you're drinking it, but
Mhm.
like version drinks, you're usually just kind of putting together a bunch of just juices and you know what I'm saying? Maybe
Yeah.
mixers, non-alcoholic mixers, flavors, but usually like
Yeah.
that mocktail has to have like a non-alcoholic, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like the
Substitute.
same taste.
Yeah.
Like that same taste. So it's like when you're doing gin, that's what I was telling him. I was like,
Mhm.
now I got to figure out how to do my own like gin substitute, but I would probably put like rosemary or like something in there to give it like a piney,
See?
earthy taste. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So a lot of times you got to know what the alcohols taste like to like
Yeah.
substitute, you know
That's
what I'm
really
saying?
good. And it's refreshing too.
Yeah.
See, I like how she break that down. She sound like a damn scientist.
It is.
I be trying a little bit, you know
So,
what I'm
how long
saying?
have you been doing your business?
Woo. So for this particular business, I've been doing it for about 6 years. But
Okay.
before that, I actually had a tech startup. So it was a tech startup called UCrowd. It was a ticketing platform for events and entertainment. And I was brand new to tech space, but I always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So I just kind of took it on and I met up with a group of Black women called Black Women in Tech, the organization, and I
It
became.
sound like I heard some of this stuff.
You
Yeah,
probably
I'm like, I
did, because
think I heard a black
it's
woman
like
say
it's so
black
important,
women.
especially for Black women in like the tech space and Black people in general, to kind of connect. And when we first met, it was like at a breakfast spot, and we just all met. It was like 10 of us, and then I became a board member for them, and I was a board member for 5 years or so.
Mm.
And I worked on my startup during that time, like right out of college. And then after that, I was like, okay, like this is great, but it wasn't really moving the way that I wanted to, and I wasn't, that educated about tech. So I was like, well, let me lean into what I know how to do, because I was already doing it in corporate America. I was basically being a consultant to a lot of my supervisors because I was a little bit smarter than they was.
It be like that.
So I was over here writing their reports.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm over here consulting, so I might as well make this a business. And I jumped into it, and then everything just fell in line. It just became like this whole thing. And I love marketing. That's what I have my degree in anyway. So
That's
okay,
dope.
so that came
Yeah.
around full circle for you.
Yeah, it did. And it's so interesting because most people, when they have a degree, they don't really,
Nobody uses it.
they don't never use it. They don't go into that same space,
Yeah.
or they do something different. But for me, I knew that was something I was passionate about, and I love social media. I'm always on my phone. So I said, why not make this a business? And I can give people,
Jeez.
the keys they need to continue to grow. So it's been extremely lucrative too.
Really?
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
can get the bagging ton.
Get the backing.
Yeah.
You can get the
I mean, a lot of times
like
that's
that.
people's concern anyway.
Oh,
I mean, of
absolutely.
course they love to do what they're passionate about, but then they're like, okay, but how do I make
Where's the
money?
money
In this?
at? Mhm.
How do you get
Absolutely.
people to like sign up for your consulting business though?
You know what? It's so crazy. Like during the pandemic, I was like really leaning into it. And the first year, like right during the pandemic, I made the most money I've ever made in my life.
Oh, nice.
And it was because everybody was trying to start a business like during the pandemic. And then it was all these coaches and consultants online and people giving misinformation and people getting screwed.
Yeah.
And then they coming to me like, Maisha, can you help me with this? So I was like, okay, let me set up, consultations. And that's kind of how I grew this from social media at first. I was hosting, like every Friday we was hosting like interviewing different business owners and talking to them about their businesses. And then they would tell me like all the things that they needed and how I can help them. And it was easy to kind of segue into like booking them as clients. But, as time went on, it kind of dwindled down during the pandemic when people started losing their money,
Everybody.
the money was gone.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Everybody's
okay,
getting up.
yes.
Everybody ain't got no car now.
Come on now. They ain't got no car. Like that penthouse. No more penthouse.
There was a whole
You're
bunch
like,
of
wait a
penthouse.
minute.
Right.
You ain't downtown no more. What happened?
Now I'm back at mom's house.
You know what I'm
Mom's
saying?
crib.
It wasn't sustainable.
Right.
So like even during that
Absolutely.
time, I was like, okay, so what should I do? I'm gonna start pivoting. And my mentor, he told me the same thing. He was like, you can pivot and start working with like corporate entities and bigger organizations like nonprofits. So that's when I made that pivot, and my life has changed like drastically. Like no one understands that corporate money is different. Like you can
Because they
get
got them budgets. We talked about that earlier.
big budgets, big budgets. Like even some of the nonprofits I work with, you can make like 75K on one contract for 30 days.
Nice.
Talk about it. Come on now.
Yeah, let's get into
Let
it.
me get back in my bag.
I was like, let's get into it.
Everybody come to me with business advice, and I'll be like, okay, we can do it. Nobody follow through though.
No, that's true.
How do you deal with that? Like when you working with people that you give them so much information, not give, sell or be a client, and they don't use it. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I feel like that was a lot early on when I was doing the one-on-ones with people. And I think because a lot of times people just don't have the capacity to do it, or they just don't have the passion to do it. Like I can talk to somebody and do like a free consultation. I can give them all the tips that you can have in the world to help you be successful or to at least start. And they won't do none of it. And that's because a lot of people, are you really passionate about it?
Right. Or like, do you think sometimes they realize they didn't understand how much work it goes into?
There you go. It's the work
they think
ethic.
It's gonna like come to them, you know?
Exactly.
Or like a one time.
Exactly.
To be an entrepreneur because you got to wake up at a certain time, go to sleep at a certain time.
Yeah.
That's yourself.
Dedication.
I mean, when you work for somebody else, what time you got to get up?
Yeah, that's cool.
Ooh.
I was a little scared to play with, shout out to
Racia.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you working with people, like, what time you got to get up and clock in. So why can't you do that for your own business?
Right.
No, that's a fact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
I'm dealing with that now.
Because I was talking to my therapist and she was like, you got to shut it down sometimes, because like I literally turn my business phone off at a certain time. And then like when some people respond, I'm like, hey, good morning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like if I'm a bartender, so a lot of times I'm not available on the weekend. So if it's not your event that day that I'm working, or hey, I will get back to you on Monday because my business hours are. But it took me a minute to, you know what I'm saying, kind of get into that because I used to like, okay, let me just make. If I don't answer, they're gonna go to somebody else. Right. No, they're gonna be right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, especially if they want you, and then sometimes if you miss it. You just miss it, but yeah, I had to learn because I didn't know how to turn that switch off.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I dealt with that too, like early on, just like working nonstop. Like I'm just be transparent, even up to last year, I was like 100% in like the full year. And I just was like, I just have to get this. I have to do this. I have to do this. And I was tired. Like I took a long break in December. And I was saying like, even during like my birthday, I finally went. I went like, no, I'm a Capricorn.
She bringing the rear.
He's Capricorn. So
my son is Capricorn.
I just found that out.
Yeah, she did. So like literally like I took a vacation in December and then like for my birthday I took the last 2 weeks off for the year. And when I did that, when I tell you I slept like a baby. I have never slept like that in a long time. Really? So because I needed it because it was just like nonstop the full year. And that's why I was like, I gotta remember like you gotta prioritize rest when you're an entrepreneur too. I mean, not oversleeping, but self-care to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Because if you're not doing good physically, mentally, emotionally, you're not going to show up 100%. Absolutely. And then when you're an entrepreneur, you're choosing leadership. Right. So you're a leader. Yeah. And then if you're working with other people, and you got people working for you, if you're not showing up 100%, they're not going to care. Yeah. So I have to do that for myself. And that's what I've said this year. Rest and ease into my life. Yeah.
Dope.
I like that. I think
show up 15 minutes before, leave 15 minutes after.
And did not show up on time today. Period. That's what I'm talking about.
We've been here since 5.
Yeah, we did.
I'm always early.
But I was about to say he's always early.
Yeah, you got to.
30 minutes or so.
Now you talking to the soul right now. I'm thinking here like, dang, you do gotta get more sleep. You gotta chill.
Yeah.
You going.
I know that's true, but you know what? You can always make money, but you can't create more time, and you can't create better health. You got to be proactive because there's a lot of people who didn't take care of their health, and they pass away, that job's still there.
Right.
That's why they give you a number.
Right.
Because they know I can replace you with another
An
number.
employee identification number.
Come on Shoot, you get a business, you get an EIN. So
Yeah,
that's
right,
that's your
right.
number.
That's your number. Absolutely.
So you got to think in terms of that. You got to say, okay, so if I show up and I do the best that I can, I'm doing the work that I can, I'm making whatever my goal amount of money is, I'm making it, I'm good. So why am I pushing myself to death early when I can't even enjoy it?
Right.
Yeah,
So,
that
take care of yourself.
that was me for sure.
I'm telling you.
Working for a company and then they don't appreciate you. Oh yeah,
And don't.
kick in the butt. Boom.
Yeah.
Yep. And then when you get fired, you over here balling up in a
Mm-hmm.
in a circle like,
Stressed out.
right? I've been there. I've been
What you doing?
there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man. Yeah,
I just quit my job like a month ago.
Are you happy?
I mean, shit, I'm getting more sleep.
Period.
I just felt like I was already stuck in the routine of going to work,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't need to go to work.
Mm.
Yeah,
Got it.
it was
Yeah.
fun. But I mean, yeah.
See? Choose yourself. Choose the right path
I
for
did that,
yourself.
and I wasn't going to jail neither, so I was like, I'm out of here.
Okay. Now that's a fact.
I'm out of here.
Yes.
So
So then I'm crazy.
Okay.
straight jacket.
I've been there before. Yes.
We don't know that side of you.
Okay.
I've been holding it in for a long time.
Right. You're like, you don't know, I'm really like this.
Right. And they're like, did you see what he just did? That is not
So
him.
funny.
Not him.
Y'all don't know my life.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be like that.
Mhm.
So what kind of advice would you give somebody who wants to become a consultant? Because I read your bio too.
Yeah.
And it said you work with a lot of different companies. Like, what kind of advice would you give somebody to exhale in being a consultant?
Be a student first.
Mm.
So anytime you try something new, or maybe just have a skill, maybe just good at it, but you haven't had the business side of it, I always say be a student first. So that's reading some books, that's taking some courses, that's finding a really good mentor. Because quiet as it's kept, a lot of people who do different types of work and who's successful actually want to share their information.
Right.
So a lot of people like to share it. So what I would do is find somebody that's successful at it and be like, hey, is it possible I can shadow you a little bit, or I can tag along with you, or I can be an assistant, help you out, maybe work on a couple of projects. Like I had somebody, shout out to Kayla. Kayla came to me and she was like, I'm interested in doing marketing. Is it okay if I work with you on some projects? And I'm like, okay. So we had lunch and like I'm talking to her about my career and what I do, and she just is like, I want to do that. So like she's one of the people that I'm mentoring right now. But just having somebody that you can come and talk to and ask questions, and don't just fully rely on online. Like you gotta get in the weeds of it.
You gotta go step out.
Yeah, because I feel like I learned best when I'm actually doing it. Right. Like I can read about something all day.
Right.
Like in college, you know what I'm saying? Like in college, we read a lot. We had all these lectures, and I didn't learn nothing. I feel like I learned more by doing, and I can truly say, like from my experience, I know more than my professors do because I actually do the work. They just sitting there teaching it. Most of them are not in business. So you got to learn from people who's doing it. You got to take your own energy and time to do some research. I just did a social media post about that, how important research is. Because that should be the first thing you do. Deep dive. Intense research. And do different types of research. TikTokington.
YouTube University.
University. That is a search engine. Most people don't know that. That's a huge search engine.
Absolutely.
That's one of the biggest search engines you can use and get information. So start there. You can start there. You can go to Coinbase. You can do the SBA. You can come to me, send me some DMs, and ask questions. I don't mind answering questions. Like most people, they'll answer you. Unless they one of them big social media people and they don't want to talk to you about it. Like, doing the most, half of the time when they do that, they Googling that stuff. They don't know it like they really believe they know, business. So you got to talk to people who actually do the work. So I would say start there. Yeah.
Get in the field. That's how I did when I
Yeah.
started doing music. Though I had two mentors. One named Pop Gates, and then Jazzy Management.
Dope.
Jumped in the streets, started learning all the little ropes. He teaching me about all the the companies that you go to get your money. So all the Red Foxes, I mean not Red Fox, Harry Foxes and all that other good stuff. So,
Yeah, that's dope.
getting a mentor is like big. You gotta have somebody that know what they doing, and you just shadow them, and then take what they doing and better it.
Yeah.
And make it
Yeah.
better on your
Put
part.
your twist to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and somebody
That'd
who's
be
not
dope.
trying to outshine you when they see your talent.
Mhm.
You know, because sometimes you be in those situations where they can see the light in you, you glowing, and they like, damn, they gonna surpass me. Like they so good. Well, let
wrong with
me
that, though.
not tell them all the information. Let me
Everything,
gatekeep a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, plenty of industries is full of gatekeepers.
Right.
So you gotta find somebody that's genuine, who's gonna give you the game for real, and really want to help you reach the next level in your career. And that's what my mentor did.
Mm-hmm.
He's been that for me. And he's an old man.
How'd you reach out to your mentor?
You know what's crazy is I work with an organization called Vermont Slauson Economic Development Corporation.
Okay.
And he was a consultant there.
Mm.
And when I contacted them, I was working on a couple of projects with them, but I was like, but I want to talk to somebody that's doing what I do. So they linked me to him. I talked to him, and he just started sitting down with me. He took me to lunch, like, you know, we do, go get a good meal.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking to me, and he was saying, like, okay, so if you want to get to the next level, this is what you need to do, and this is how you need to do it. Because he's been a business consultant for over 50 years. Like, he's an older man.
So he knew what the hell you were talking about.
Yeah, he doing well. Like, he constantly flying, and he does business overseas. And that's my next level.
He's still active. Like,
yeah, he's active now,
okay.
and he's in his 70s.
Nice.
So that's my next goal, is to be international. But I want to take over like the U.S., especially like
here.
I need to perfect here first.
Huh?
Yeah, man, come on now, this
Right.
international money.
Right.
You get a lot.
I'm over here
That's
like,
funny. My
man.
brother tells me that all the time. He'd be like, smile bartending, you know what I'm saying? He's like, slash consulting. And I'd be like,
consulting.
Okay. Like,
Classes.
You know, so that's why I was just like, oh, okay. I'm like putting that
now.
into my mind, you know.
You can do a lot. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
you can take your brand, and it's unlimited, the things that you can do with it. You don't have to reinvent and create a different business. You can take what you have and just expand on it. That's why you get people talking about 10x. That's what I mean. Take a concept and 10x it. Like, you can do several different streams of income from that one idea.
Everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's super dope.
Yeah, that's amazing. I like
I
that.
fuck with that. I need to.
Come on, man.
You said how much?
Yeah,
Come on
you
now,
say you're
come
not
on.
working right now. Let's get to it.
Come on, sir.
I might have to do something. You know what I mean? I
Let's
just,
get
you know,
to it.
I don't like people wasting like valuable information, because I do a lot of research. I really deep dive.
But I
When
mean,
you said do the research.
but do your services cost, or you do?
Of course.
So it's like,
That's
I
why
mean,
she makes 75.
if they waste it, then that's their money, right? Like, so I get
even
what
the
you're
free
saying,
information.
but it's
I just
it's like, that's on you if you waste it. You know, like, you didn't waste your time.
I mean, you can deep dive into it now. I can show you how to set yourself up correctly.
I was trying to do it maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, because everybody kept coming to me to ask me a lot of stuff. And I just, when I say, for instance, somebody came to me with an idea, I know how to, okay, you can do this right here, figure this out right here, you can do this right, like put the whole plan together.
That's strategic planning.
And then they'll not do nothing. I'll be like, no, they don't talk to me no more. Like,
see what I'm saying? But see, that everything, like, you can get paid for everything. You can get paid being a connector. So you someone that connect other people. And then they do business, you can get like 20% of that. You can get a percentage of whatever deal they work out together. If you're a person that you can be a consultant and you can teach people like how to start a business, then you think about like you said, you teaching them how to put things together. That's strategic planning. Like, you just got to know the language,
right?
Because once you know the language, you can take that, package it, and go to corporate America with it. Because they pay for that.
Yes. Absolutely.
How much your classes and shit?
Come on now, we got some classes coming up.
$2-3.
It ain't gonna be crazy. It ain't gonna be crazy, y'all.
It's like I know what to do, but then it'd be like you definitely gotta have somebody that know what they're doing in their field.
Right.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, oh, if you do it this way, this will work like that. I'm always open to networking. That's what this whole podcast is about. Networking.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what my uncle told me a long time ago. Your net worth is your network. Your network is your network. So
that's a fact.
That's how we got connected. Through, social media. And he was like, "Hey, let's have a meeting." I'm like, "Okay, cool." You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like at the end of the day, I haven't worked my job in almost a year and some change now too. So you know what I mean? I'm like, well, while I'm in this downtime, because I wasn't sure. I'm like, am I going to go back to this 9 to 5 or how is this going to look? You know? So I'm like, well, in this time, why not take the opportunity to get on a nice platform? You know what I'm saying? Especially my idea was to like, oh, let me take this up. But I didn't want it to always be cocktail making. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, so I'm like, oh, he reached out to me to get a podcast. Like, awesome. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm big on that. Like I like that.
And that fits right into your brand.
That was the reason why. That's the reason why I reach out to certain people because I know it works for the brand.
That's
like
smart.
you can showcase she do crazy stuff. All that stuff from scratch, ain't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So to do that and the conversation, it makes sense.
He even asked me, he said, how did you get into just doing that? I'm like, well, like that time off of work because of course, when you're in the bars, you're going to what they already have, you know, but I'm like, okay, now that I'm selling this stuff, I'm like, well, hey, I could save a few dollars by buying this. I can make the ingredients myself. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, got on the YouTube University. I started going to bartending conferences, stuff like that. So I told him I was in the room with bartenders, and I'm like, this is a foreign language. You know, I've been in this industry for how long? How dare them talk about some stuff I don't know? But then it was more so like, wait, change your mindset and just, you know what I'm saying? Be receptive of what you listening to and be like, okay, cool. Well, now I'm gonna go home and figure out how to make. Because one guy, he was like, yeah, I made an almond something, a simple syrup. I said, you did what? Like, yeah, I made it at home. I'm like, okay, cool. How'd you do that? So then I went home and I started looking at it. I'm like, how can I make my own? You know. So now I do like a lot of my own infused syrups, fresh juices, things like that. It takes time, but what else am I doing? You know what I mean?
Passionate about it.
It's almost like when you clock in. If I can clock into that 9 to 5, I can clock into my own business. You know what I mean? So
that's a fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
This platform it is meant to network and expand.
Yeah,
like you've been a consultant, and said it was something else you did too.
Yeah, I'm like, I read your bio.
Yeah, it was lengthy.
That's why I said it was crazy because it was on the ride. We sitting in traffic. I'm like, I have to work with her. He said, yeah, me too. Yeah. I'm like, she dope. Okay.
Yeah. And that's so crazy because when I meet people, I don't tell them nothing. Right. I just be like, I'm just a consultant.
That's usually what I do. I don't like talking.
People I'm a bartender.
When he sent me the bio, I was like, okay, I'm gonna read it, and then I read the show. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is long. This is lengthy.
Yeah,
I thought that was short.
I mean,
it was good. It was good.
But that's good. Yeah, like okay, she got some.
Got to the point.
Yeah,
I try.
Okay, yeah. I usually don't read. When people come on the show, I usually don't do no background on them.
Yeah.
I want the conversation to be as raw as possible. So.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah, I like that.
Because then it get kind of like awkward. It's like, okay, make sure I ask this question next.
Right.
When I you trying to think like, I read that.
I like to be relaxed. Let's have these drinks. Let's get into the thick of it. Get to the thick of it. Then we gonna make it make sense. And we got fire ass drinks and fire. Like she just made this up right now on the spot.
Wow.
I was like, oh, you want me to use this shit? Hold on, let me taste it first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you always want to make sure. You know what juices to use, and I told them too. It's always about balance too. Yeah. I mean, we can all use the same ingredients, but make a different cocktail. You know what I mean? So if you know how to measure it, things like that. So a lot of times, you see people free pour, but I really tell people if you can, don't stray away from this. You know. Yeah. And it's so funny when you were saying like mentors. This one guy, he was my mentor, didn't even know it. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, because I'm like, of course, you learn the counts and you learn, you know what I mean. But sometimes. depending on your pour spout, it pours differently. Depending on the angle that you're holding it, it's not gonna have the, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be the same amount that comes out at the same.
Wow.
So, you know, of course,
science.
trust me, I can make a drink free pouring too, but it won't be as consistent. You know what I'm saying? So with this, you can make it. I can make this same drink for him when he's ready for his next one. He could be like, okay, this tastes the same. Versus
it tastes
what
a
you
little
do to it this
different.
time. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's definitely
like a real scientist back here.
Yeah, and that was the thing too, because I was into like math and science and stuff like that. And I told him at one point I wanted to cook, but I was like, it's too hot. It's too hot back here. People are people are picky with their drinks, but like not so much. You know what I'm saying? To where like you can go in a bar, people like just give me that on the rocks. Oh, cool, easy.
Some people are open
but some people are open to like they come in and they be like, I trust you. Just make me whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, sure. What's your flavor profile? And they're like, what?
Oh,
what you mean by that? I'm like, okay, well, do you like spicy? Do you like sweet? Remember, I think I was asking him that last week. He said, AD, just make me whatever. Like, I'm like, I heard you say earlier, you like spicy. This is a little spicy. Just make it. You know what I mean? So it's like some people, you just want to know, you know, do you like lemon? Do you like, you know, sour? Like, what do you like? And then I'll get to it. Because I can make you a strawberry drink and you be like, AD, I don't even like strawberries. I did not know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you said make you whatever. You know what I'm saying? Strawberries? Well, just take your drink. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, a lot of times, yeah, you gotta ask questions. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you use tea too. Because I love teas. Like my cabinet is full of teas. So I get loose leaf teas. I get teas from different countries. And I make like my own teas, like especially healthy teas, like elderberries, mullein tea. Like I'll brew it at home.
Elderberry, like gummies.
See, I don't do the gummies now. It got sugar and stuff, and they add all that other stuff. So I do the raw stuff. So I can bring you some. I can bring you some like some real elderberry.
Oil of oregano. I do. Drops of that.
That's spicy.
As fuck. But I've been taking it. I ain't got sick, so.
That's what I'm telling you. It kills viruses, infections, everything. I can go on and on. My mom is into all of natural stuff, holistic. So I started getting to it as I got older because I have PCOS too. So I got polycystic ovarian syndrome. So that means like my hormones are all over the place. Sometimes I have menstrual cycles. So I use a lot of natural products to try to like help my body like work the way that God created it. And I haven't got sick. I don't have no sniffles. I ain't coughing, sneezing, nothing.
Yeah.
So I use all the natural stuff. So
pass that.
Come on. Listen.
Once you start learning about certain stuff, like I do the black seed oil. I do it every morning. I do black seed oil and oil of oregano.
Oh, that's really
every
good.
morning. And I just got the elderberry gummies.
See.
But I'm
gonna give you some tea.
I'm gonna twist off of
I'm gonna give you some tea.
I'm
gonna give you some tea. I'll make some jars and then I'll do like the teas and then we got like the lemon balm tea. That's good for like kills infections and stuff too and boosts your immune system. So y'all got all that stuff. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's private though. That's that private collection.
That's the vault.
Come on now.
Pull it out for us.
Some people don't know that though. When they get sick, they be like, "What the fuck wrong? How'd I get? You not taking care of yourself."
Yeah, you got to.
And I be on here drinking.
Health
and shit,
as well.
So I gotta balance that out.
Come on,
right? That's
water.
We do drink responsibly though.
Yes.
We do drink responsibly.
Water and alcohol.
We love that.
Nothing too much in between, but the tea. I do drink lots of teas. You know,
I love that.
Green tea is my favorite, but ginger tea, green tea,
ginger tea for sure.
Yeah,
ginger fire.
I'm going up on a ginger tea.
Yeah, can you make a drink out of that?
Overindulge.
You know what?
Don't get us started.
Right. You next thing you know, I'll be like, shut up. I got this idea.
Come on now. Say it. Come
on. See, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
That's that specialty drinks, I'm telling you.
Yes.
All this stuff, content.
I'm listening
specialty
to you.
drinks.
I'm definitely listening to you.
I'm going to be watching for it too. I'm going to make sure you do it.
Yeah. I'll make sure I follow you too.
Come on now, follow me. At I am Maisha. Come on now. I'm out here.
What is the so I read the bio. It said you work with a lot of different companies. Should I name them or do you want to?
You can name.
How did you get a contract with Meta?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, so I actually work with another agency. I work with it's an agency called Provoke in DC.
Mhm.
So I worked with him for about 2 years as a consultant, and we got a contract for a meta contract for mental health. So, and it gave us money too for ads, which was crazy. They gave us lots of money for ads. It went up. So we had, yeah.
It's crazy because everything we were literally just talking about beforehand. So it's like,
now
okay,
they got the bag.
okay.
The bag ton. I'm telling you, you got to put the ink ton on the end. So like we worked with them. We did a mental health campaign with them.
Mm-hmm.
We teamed up with another organization called the Mental Health Coalition. And we teamed up with a lot of people to like do videos, small, like short form content. And we went up. I mean, we hit like 40 plus mil views, like across all platforms for like 30 days. It was crazy.
What?
30
you
days,
might have seen some of the
43
videos.
million.
Probably, huh? Didn't know.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it was really good. Like I was like, damn, and it wasn't me alone. Like we had a
Of
team.
course, you had a team.
You know, it was a team of people. But like just being a part of that and seeing how the process goes, working with a larger organization, I was like, oh, this is definitely something. I'm sticking to this. This is like where the money at, and I enjoy
Unless
it.
you got the bag. He did something you like doing, but the
Yeah,
bag though, that's what it is. Yeah.
it's a little different. I'm telling y'all that bag is different, and a lot of like even like nonprofits got money. Like the large nonprofits, they be having like grants and government funding. I mean, you know, the Orange Man changing some stuff right now, but it was a lot of government.
Watch you got that pin.
Hey,
Watch you got that pin.
hey.
Dangerous with that.
It's a lot that's going on right now with the like the government. I had a conversation today. Government grants and government contracts and stuff. The landscape is changing a little bit because the funding going towards those things are being I want to say attacked to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You know? So, but you know, all in all, like working with like larger organizations, you can get like really good contracts. You gotta get certified though.
Okay.
It's your certification.
Like
So when you get certifications, there's several different certifications you can get. You can get a small business enterprise certification, minority-owned business certification, LGBTQ certification. You can get a woman certification. So the list goes on and on. There's veteran certifications too. And, you know, when you have those kind of disadvantaged certifications, like organizations and government contracts will look more to you because there's a certain percentage of money that has to go to those type of organizations a year. So what they do is they'll hire you. You know, you're a black man, you a consultant, you specialize in marketing and branding. So I want to hire somebody who's minority, who fills that void that we need. You hire several different black, Latinx people, Asian people, and that be able to set you in a position where you be more likely to get hired because not only do you have the resume,
you got that certification.
you got that. I'm gonna say it again. That resume, because they just not gonna hire you just because you black.
Right.
But if you have a long resume with experience and you have a team of dope people, you have access to that. And a lot of people don't know that. There's city, state, government contracts, private contracts you can get with like organizations, and you get to the money.
That's dope. We gotta have some conversations.
So you can get different certifications that
I gotta buckle down.
Some of those
and they're
certifications
free.
you name. What? Yeah, because I'm like some of those certifications you name, I didn't even know it. I'm like, what?
And don't let people lie to y'all. Don't let people lie to y'all because them certifications are free. You can go online. You can even get certifications through Metro for free and sign up, especially in Los Angeles.
What, Metro PCS or Metro?
No, Metro.
Like, okay. I knew that. I knew that.
It's Metro. No,
listen,
shout out to Metro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get some dope like certification, and they're free. Like it be people online. That's what I'm telling you about these coaches and consultants. They be lying to y'all. Your EIN is free.
I never had any of that.
And that's what I'm saying. Somebody
all
I
of my
know
business
that.
I did everything on my own.
Like, see, that's good.
I didn't know.
So I know a lot.
There you go.
To set up.
But everybody don't start that way. They just try to be like,
you for your EIN.
And they be like, oh, this person, because they're an expert, I'm gonna go to them.
Mhm.
And in actuality, these people are scamming y'all.
Yeah, scammers.
Like you
Absolutely.
don't have to pay for half that stuff. Registering for your business, even with the Secretary of State, like that's what, like $70
Mhm.
most. Like you don't have to pay anything more than that. They'd be charging you like $500. Oh, it's 500. You like, okay.
Yeah, because
If you
you
don't
want to get it
know,
done, you don't know no better.
and you over here
Only do that
tripping
when I
in.
get lazy. I go to like places like LegalZoom and just have them set up. So
But
I don't
that's
worry
cool.
about it.
That's a third party because they have the legal backing
Yeah.
too. So I would say with LegalZoom, yeah, they charge you for like their services to process your paperwork,
Right.
but I would trust them more than just any person that I've never worked with before,
Yeah.
and they don't have a resume or a track record that I can look at and be like, where the receipts at?
Yeah, because now it's like when you search, they're like number 1 and 2 on the search engine, like charging
I've
you
been
for
using it for a while.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
No, not legal, but I'm saying like the scammers and stuff. They
Oh.
be like
Oh yeah,
right there, and no for like EIN stuff like that. Like when you type it in, like a lot of times it'd be like it'd be show. No, of course, you know what I'm saying. But like it shows people like
because they smart. That's that's that SEO, that search engine optimization.
The crazy part about it is none of those companies, none of those people, not even LegalZoom at some point, they don't tell you about your DUNS number though either.
Oh yeah,
They don't know about the
do that.
So
yeah, they
gotta
don't
do
know.
your research.
Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
absolutely.
I went to go open up a phone line. I was like, "Yeah, you need my DUNS number." He was like, "I ain't never even heard, like, not even had nobody ask me about that." I was like, you never."
Yep.
Some people don't know, they even know nothing about it.
Yep. Or even your NAICS code. Like they don't. That's the code for your business called NAICS code, NAICS. Some people don't even know that because they'll ask you like if you with the like the SBA, if you apply for funding or any programs, they're gonna ask you what your NAICS code is. And if people like, I mean, they'll let you go search it, but if you never heard of that before, you wouldn't even know what category your business fits into. So, and that opens up doors, opportunities, because like if you use those and you connect to certain industries, hello. So that all that stuff matters. Come on.
I got 2 trademarks. I got the trade. I do have the trademark for Open Bar Podcast. I got a trademark for Fansetto and Loyalty University.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you got to cover yourself. Ownership is key.
Absolutely.
Everybody may not be the CEO, but everybody should be an owner
of something.
In some way, somehow.
My thing now that I'm trying to learn is how to take my businesses and put them in trust. That's what I'm on right now. Trying to figure out how to make sure I'm structuring that right.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not an expert in trust, but I did take a class probably a couple months ago about like trust and setting up your will. Because when you pass away, like if you don't got your paperwork set up, it's going to the state. Your kids ain't getting this class. You ain't married. Good luck.
Good luck.
So you gotta have it
figured
make
right. Shit running right.
My hard-earned work and money going to somebody else.
That's a fact.
Well, then they do whatever they want to do with it. That'd be the crazy.
Somebody just shut it down.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Well, your money they gonna take it, but
that's what I'm saying. The money they do, like it's like dang.
Yeah.
It's gonna go to counting fishes.
Okay.
Yeah, that part.
That shit tripped me out when they said they put how many millions into counting fish. They was like one I think it was last year. It was like 60 or 100 and some $1 million on counting fish. The government. You didn't hear that about that?
No.
What? Yeah.
That's wild.
They had a budget to for counting fish.
That's crazy.
I was like, that's wild.
It's always
living
money.
in a cartoon at this point.
We really are. Like it's crazy how much money it be a little bit everywhere. Like how they distribute money. Like even just the state. Think about it, and the state get like a huge budget for different programs and stuff. And they be like, well, it be an organization that has nothing to do with medical care or nothing, and they got a budget for medical care. And you be like, why do they have money for that? You be like, 14 million just sitting there.
The government spend money like I spend money when I'm drunk.
See?
You want a shot? You want a shot? You want a shot? Let's get it. Let's go. You get a shot. You get a shot.
Come on now.
They be doing crazy shit. Is the government drunk?
No, it is.
What the hell is going on? Counting fish? That shit pissed me off.
No, it's stuff, man. It's probably stuff crazier than that. That's money going places that we just like. What is going on? And then at the end of the day, then we still got mass homelessness in LA.
Big time, but you want to count fish.
You know.
Man, come on now. I seen the budgets for the homeless too.
Yeah.
I can't say what organization I was working with,
Yeah.
but I was looking at that money and I'm like, what's really going on?
Nothing. They taking it home. They just bought a new Benz and new house.
Come on now. How many cities been busted for stealing money though? It's been a lot of cities. Remember that it was one for Brea. They was stealing a lot of money. They was paying themselves like $2 million a year, $4 million. Like it was crazy amounts of money going to everybody. And they was like, where all that money going? Until they started following that paper trail.
Yeah.
But see, you going to jail after that. Like, what?
You're
going
in
to
jail.
I ain't doing that.
Your new home.
Okay, enjoy my nigga. No.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I ain't doing it.
My freedom. They didn't know. They was watching.
Come on now.
They just had to make it build up. They let it build up. Count after count after count. And you're like, oh, 66.
Yep. They been watching you for 5 years. Take all that money. Yeah, go buy that house.
They gotta
buy the house.
Stick. Yeah. Yep. They gotta make it stick.
Away the key. That's crazy.
Yeah, they don't play about that.
Yeah, you gotta be mindful.
You're going to jail.
That's
the scam in life.
Yeah.
They be the scammers get away with it. The scammers. Scammers.
But that's
there's high-tech
like,
scammers.
You have all that energy, right?
Yeah, scammers.
To scam. Like, you know what I'm saying? You
can make a
you're
legitimate
great.
business.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You can make a legitimate business.
And really can.
You get what I'm saying? And make probably just as much money or more. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like,
I mean, that's what hustlers are, essentially.
Know,
like hustlers? No, but real hustlers. I ain't talking about like,
you ain't talking about the threefold job
real
and all that.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not scamming. They doing the service too. They just doing it with low overhead.
Yep, that part. But you can make a legitimate business because I mean, what you doing technically is business.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It's business now. That's why you got to drive through.
You know what I'm saying?
On. That's product development.
You know what I'm saying?
Shipping and handling.
The verbiage.
Inventory.
You just need the right verbiage. Okay?
That's right. You need the right verbiage.
Yeah.
That's
come
what
on now. Y'all smart out here.
Oh yeah.
You said positive. I need to do a class about that, like hustler to CEO or something.
Hey,
like
hey, let's do it.
Like that. Hustler to CEO.
Really?
I like for real, like teach people like coming from the street and how to build a business from those skills you learn.
Yeah, because I think a lot of times it's just more so a fear thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You grow up
just slow too.
Very true. You know,
don't say so.
For the most part, a lot of us, you know, got different learning. And that fear of like stepping into something else because this is something that you know. You know what I'm saying? It's in your eyes, it's consistent. Like, you know what I mean? This and that and the other, whatever.
That's
you know,
a fact.
so it's like if you knew where you can put it, and you know what I mean, things like that. You could definitely
Oh yeah, she's trying to tell y'all to go to jail. You heard that?
Don't.
If you know where to put it.
I'm just saying.
It's cold.
You just said you saw drugs. So we doubling back on that.
We
doubling back on it. You gotta do what you gotta do. That.
Help me get to college.
I don't know what we're talking about.
For the record, we're talking about selling basketball cards. You know?
Right?
That's it. That's all.
He's not going to jail.
Like,
today.
I was selling, what is it, the gummy worms and stuff like that back in the day? The candy house.
I used to sell Pokemon cards.
You did?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, because that was
great.
Yeah.
Wow. I used to sell candy in school. I used to sell, like, when I was really young, I sold the pencils. I don't know if y'all remember this. I'm showing my age. It used to be the different pencils with all the characters and stuff on it, and they used to be like
yeah.
I used to get those for cheap.
Yeah, those be hot though.
Come on now.
Those be hot.
And I always sell it for double price.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Second, third, we all started
I was
it was a different time. It was a different time.
Shit though.
Hey, in the words of Josh, the kids will never know.
Oh God, yeah. I remember the pencils like with the Bart Simpsons.
Oh,
yep. They used to be like
Man,
25
my
cents back in
motherfucking
the
hand.
day.
Yeah,
I'm
with the
showing my
nice color
motherfucking shit now at this
eraser and all
point.
that
Yep.
stuff. Yes.
Yep.
I want
Yes.
the big pencils too.
Yeah, the real big
Oh,
ones.
They come with the
yeah.
They
little
used to be
sharp
$1.
the big
Yep.
ones.
And they were still number 2 pencils. You know what I mean?
And they were. You like, just because?
He said, I can't fill out
And
my
could. And could.
That's crazy.
Yep. It's
I
different
remember the
then.
pencils for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to sell Pokemon cards though. It was one kid that always used to buy them. So like $20 here, $100 here. I'm like, where you get all this money from? I was at Circuit City buying Master P CDs.
Ooh.
Dang.
What? You remember Circuit City?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm showing my age now too.
Yeah. Come on now.
Shout out
I was
to those
buying all of the No Limit albums off of that
I
movie.
remember that.
Who know,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was telling him like on the way here, I'm like, we used to look forward to like music videos dropping.
Man.
We sound old now.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Nigga used to, when you had to call the box or
Yes.
The
wait
box.
for the, you had to wait for
Bro.
them.
Wait for
He's
them.
taking it all the way back.
Oh yeah, you gotta call in. You gotta pay us something.
See, that was
Nigga,
a good
nigga,
business.
phone bill be high as a
Yo,
bitch.
never play.
Yep. I be waiting for my song and I put on my voicemail stuff.
No.
Playing for your little boo and
Yeah.
whatnot.
So you know who this for?
Yeah. You know.
Y'all cutting up now.
Period.
That mocktail getting you up.
Yes.
She said,
I love
you
it.
know who you are.
Tea.
Damn.
That was a throwback for real, man. That was a different time, man.
Yeah,
Back
definitely.
to hustling though. That's crazy.
Right. So it's like
That's how you know you.
definitely
That's how
get
you
started.
know you. All the people who actually are successful today because they probably had that experience, like selling pencils in school and that mindset. It's like you get it. If you got it early, it's like you in there, like for real.
Because I used to be like, oh, I live right here. I could babysit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was the babysitter on the block. You know what I mean?
Come on now. Make some
anything.
money.
It was like, let's make this money. You know what I'm saying? So
you got to nurture that in your kids, though.
Yeah.
Like, if you see your kids and they have, like, that entrepreneur spirit in them and they want to, like, do something creative, like, nurture that in your kids.
You have to.
Don't shy away from them doing that.
Yeah.
Even with video games. Like, kids be on video games all day and night. But there's people who stream and make millions of dollars a year because
I
of
did
that.
for my son. I bought the whole setup, and then I ended up using it because he wasn't using it. So now I'm streaming. Playing Call of
There's
Duty.
money in streaming. My little cousin put me on. He was like, "You need to start streaming." He was like, "You can do this and this," and he's only 14. Yes, and he posts a video. He over there getting like 5,000 views on one video. I'm like, dang, how you do that already? You just post. He's like, oh, I just posted. I'm just streaming, and then he's like, oh yeah, I got 100,000. I'm like, okay, so we got to get on that. You can't lose yourself because you're getting older, but you got to still stay in it to know what's going on and to adjust. And that word I said earlier, pivot. So you can pivot a little bit and start incorporating some of the new things into your business models. Just like AI, AI is taking off.
Right.
People scared is taking jobs, but at the same time,
you better jump on a train.
Come on. Jump on a train. If you're not a builder,
find you a lane.
Especially
the make.io. You can make one ChatGPT talk to all the rest of the little apps and stuff with the API.
There's so many.
I'm geeking out.
It's all right.
Yeah, because like if you jump on it early and you learn how to program, you learn how to create your own chat GBTs and all them, and man, you can make a career out of it.
Yeah.
If you can create prompts, you know how to make them talk to each other. Money. Like there's different ways you can make money. People, and even when I'm talking about certifications, there's educational certifications you can get. So if you can get a certification to learn how to create an AI tool, you can do a lot through Google. Yeah. Google has classes.
Yeah.
Like Harvard right now has classes that they're doing for free. I think through edX.
They do?
Yes, so you can get certified.
Yeah.
Go get your certification.
Harvard.
And it's free 99.
And I went to Harvard.
Harvard.
Move around, man. Move around. I went to Harvard.
Get high school.
Because I'm about to take a
Harvard.
class.
Right.
Period. I'm telling
Let me
y'all.
tell you about. Yeah, I need that information because
Hey,
I.
come on now.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a
Free Harvard
super
class.
flex.
Right.
That is a flex.
Put us on, Maisha.
And put that on your
On my
resume.
resume, I went to Harvard.
They be like,
Yes, put us
damn.
on. Mhm.
Princeton, I think
What?
Yale doing the program too now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
prompt
That's a lot.
engineer, cuz.
Prompt engineer, cuz. He's right.
Harvard.
Right? She says, as long as
Yeah.
you know the verbiage. That's
Come on
it.
now. As long as you know.
Yeah. You gotta know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Engineer.
Say on my
Come on now.
resume, right?
You gotta know
There's
how to
so
use it.
many.
Mhm.
Like even with project management, people sleep on project management.
Yeah.
If you organize and you know how to talk to people, you can make easy $100K.
The thing be like trying to get into. Most people don't know how to get into that. You can know how to do it,
I'm
but
telling
it's like
you.
how to wiggle into it.
Yeah. How you
Go
wiggle
take a
into
Google
it?
course for free. Apply for financial aid.
Yeah, I mean you can get that, but then after you get that, just like when people get their college degree and then they be like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, how can
Now
I do
what do
this
I
now?
do with this?
It's like you gotta really like you
Apply
do.
for jobs.
Not even just apply, find a mentor or somebody's
Oh,
already
yeah.
doing it. Like that's
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the best route.
Well, DM me then. DM me, and then I will set you up with the right person.
And I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna tell you like
put
this.
on.
I go crazy on like project like this the stuff I said project
Yeah.
management. I go crazy on that. I can do the whole thing with my eyes closed. I got a whole. I had to show you my notes
Let me
because
tell
I
you
put together a
something.
whole
All right, then let's
little
get it going this year.
spread.
And you playing with
Yeah.
playing.
It's not
Let's get
about
it going.
playing. It's more so about not understanding how to
So what you
monetize it
do?
because I know how to monetize everything else.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just consulting. It's like
Consulting,
that's kind of like
Mm,
some people be not hesitant, but
yeah.
they just
Well, that's next on your resume.
There we go.
it's in my bio though. It's in my bio.
Certified.
And it's on my website. You can when you click on my website, it say free consultant. Like
Oh, okay.
Wow.
it's there. I just ain't use it.
Well, now we know.
Yeah.
Come on now, let's
What
tap
else?
in.
Yeah.
I got some classes coming up, so if you want to come,
Go ahead.
pull up.
Okay, so
With a
you do
discount
class- you do
code.
classes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we just did a free Let's Get Funded workshop in December. That's when I came back from Punta Cana.
Okay.
Turned up a little bit. Came back right to business. So we did a Let's Get Funded, and I brought pretty much all my partners together and like talk to everybody about like free resources in LA. So where you can go get a lot of free consulting
You gotta bring his
services. I brought somebody to
Take note.
come on now. I brought somebody who is in the legal sector. I got some access to
You
lawyers
say
who do
illegal?
legal.
Okay. I'm making sure.
Legal. With big L.
Like he's going to jail.
Listen.
Everybody go to jail.
Cute to go to jail. Let me fight over me. But for
Not
real.
today.
But no, like for real, like I got access to lawyers who do pro bono work.
Dope.
So if y'all need legal advice, then I can recommend you to my folks. You know, they gonna tell you what to do. If you need like contract work, they can create contracts for you. And it's free. Like, and I got resources to other consultants and firms that do classes, you know, so low cost
2025 about
to
to be
free.
crazy.
So, you know,
I need another loop on my belt.
yeah,
Going up 2025.
let's go.
Okay.
Let's going up. It's going up.
Tighten up.
Come on.
What you say, girl? Coffee? Tighten up.
Tighten up. That's what I'm saying. I got you.
Mhm.
Like I got the resources. I love being a resource.
Well,
That's
that's
what my
amazing.
calling is. I want to be a person that make an impact while making an income, and that's all I want to focus on.
Impact while making an income.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bar.
Get into it.
That's your shirt.
Impact while making.
Come on now.
Hey, you get it that. Hey, Mark.
Come on my website tonight.
Impact while making an income.
Come on.
I like that. Have
That's
that on a
hard.
hoodie or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Impact while making an income. That sounds attitude-ish too. It's like got me fucked up. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Period.
Making an impact and I'm
like
making
that.
an income.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
We say cuz it just give you a little more.
You just gotta add that on the end. It's mandatory.
You know, it's just where we from.
From the East Side Long Beach.
Hello.
2021.
That's a gang member. I'm scared now. He did the whole little squabble up.
Hey, I can really do something, but I ain't gonna do it. Shout out to my daddy.
Yeah.
Fighter.
Come
on now.
Come out and play.
Hey, she know. She already know.
Oh, I love
So
it.
over y'all.
Yes, but we gotta have some
Y'all
fun.
going to jail.
Gotta have some fun.
Yeah,
Y'all going to jail.
Make money too. Have some fun.
Come on now.
I love it.
That's dope. I like it.
I like it.
Shit. But yeah, what's your when's this next class? What's next for you? Because I wanna know something. We might have to. Not even might.
We are.
I need to get off. I need to get off my pockets. You hear me?
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah.
So I got 2 classes gonna be coming up. So the first I'm actually gonna be doing it with Josh behind the camera.
Who's Josh?
Joshua
Who?
Ham.
Joshua
Joshua Blake Ham of the Healing Circle LA. Josh.
I know that guy.
But we're gonna do a creative class. And we're gonna do a class for marketing and branding, and I'm gonna walk them through how to actually do it and to transform their brand into how to effectively market it online. And then he do the creative portion, teach them how to create short form content. So that's gonna be coming up, and then we have another class that's gonna be teaching people how to write grants and proposals. So it's gonna be myself and my really good friend Christy McDaniel, who's a nonprofit consultant. She specializes in nonprofits. So we're gonna work together to teach people how to write so they can get access to the money, because most people don't. They don't know how to write.
I've seen like at least 4 people talking about, oh yeah, I'm writing for these grants and all that. Like 4 or 5 people like, did you get it? No.
See what I'm saying?
He's like, nigga, you did grants all last year.
Yeah.
You get not $1.
Not a dollar.
You get $1.
Right.
20 cents. Nothing. They didn't get shit.
Yeah.
They just gave that nigga Bobo $500,000 though. That's crazy.
Where are these classes held, or like are they?
So we have like
you gotta just kind of watch you online, or like
no. Well, I'm gonna have some online eventually, but I like in
how
person.
do the people know? Like,
I promote it online, so
okay.
I promote it within my network. To my email list, I'll send some information out.
Okay,
and just connecting with my partners, and they send it out because everybody have a large email list, and we just send the information out, and people just register and come.
Sounds good.
So, like with the Let's Get Funded, we sold out within like 24 hours. We had 100+ tickets. I had to expand like the number of tickets that was available. Everybody don't show up all the time.
Of course.
But the fact that they were even registered and interested,
there's
a need for it. So we're gonna do that again too. I'm gonna do that in Q2, like Q2. Okay. I'm gonna do another one. So probably twice a year, I'll try to bring people together and do something like that.
Hell yeah. Put my email in there.
Right.
Come on now. Got you.
I need to be more, this year I'm going to be more active. Because last year I was working a lot.
Come on now.
I was working a whole lot. So this year I can do damn near every day if I need to.
You have time.
Every day.
Yeah.
Show up for yourself.
Gotta hit the gym, like my son said.
Yeah.
I've been having a whole goddamn thing today. Everybody like, you hit the gym? Shut up.
Like 3-4 times.
Said that already.
Come on.
But that'll help you get back into it. Because of course, you stopped. You take that break, but now it's like, okay, let's get that mind back.
I think I'll start
on track.
Monday.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no thinking about it. You got to do it. Like, I think I'm a student as we talk about this.
Yeah, I'm heavy on it.
Words.
Start Monday.
Those words matter.
I said that today. Watch your tongue.
Come on now. Death and life is in the power of the tongue.
Absolutely.
Watch your tongue.
That's Bible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, watch your tongue. Yeah. Okay, so Monday.
Yeah,
come on, Monday.
And then that'll get
I need accountability
positive endorphins and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Get the brain going. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be like, okay, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? And like it's like a difference. It's like, of course, that's what I was telling them at first. Like, it's not like it was a planned. I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, I took that break. You know what I'm saying? So just like you said, okay, I took 2 weeks off. You know what I mean? To just get myself together. But then now it's like, okay, back to the program. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's just like, like you said, just building a routine for yourself.
Yeah, that's
Like, all
daily
right, cool.
routine.
I get up, and then because you already are a very, you know what I'm saying, like intellectual person. You're very smart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You always have like good ideas flowing and things like that. So it's like now it's just
Get
gonna
the
be
fuck
like,
on it.
it's like, all right, cool. I don't even want to chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even want to chill. It's like, okay, cool. Let me just get to it. So yeah.
Because I've been crashing out since I've been.
That's what I was like, we don't need you to crash.
I've been crashing like a goddamn rock star.
We don't need you to crash out.
In a good way.
I get it, but you know what I'm saying. The way the internet is using it now.
Yeah.
Crash out.
Crash out.
I mean, you get a shot. You get a shot.
Don't do it.
Crashed out.
Hey, D, what the
fuck? Guys, it's so big right now. I'm like, what are these people talking about? Crashing out.
Crashing
acting a fool.
Right, but it's real. You know what I mean? Like,
man,
it's really real. So, yeah.
Monday. I'm gonna start Monday.
Yeah,
that's dope.
I'm gonna stop saying, because I just said this shit so many times on this show. Like, man, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'll be like, man, they be like, do that little shit. I'll be like, nigga, I gave that shit up.
Procrastinate.
I said I was gonna drink for a month. Nigga, I was drinking the next week. Like, bro, what the fuck? Y'all got me fucked up. It was my job though, but
listen.
Yeah, I only do it now. All right, cool.
Gotta keep your word to yourself.
Once a week.
Gotta keep your words to yourself. Like, if I say something, I'm gonna do it. I gotta keep the word to myself.
No,
if I can't keep it to myself, then I can't keep it for nobody else.
No, I literally, when it comes to my doing business or doing like a project or idea, I knock it out every time. If I say, next week I'm gonna go get me a Benz, I'm gonna go get a bike. I do that shit. I don't never. But I need to get in the gym.
Summertime loading. Yeah. Shirts off all summer.
Nah. I'm shy.
I'm about to hit my shirt off.
So besides the classes, that's all that's like that you have planned for 2025, or like
No, actually, which is crazy.
You getting too much money. She said no.
Well, like I said earlier, I wanted.
Came back from Turks. What'd you say? Not to cut you.
No, like Punta Cana, Dominican.
I ain't even heard of that shit.
Republic. We were out here having a ball.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun though.
Getting too much money now. What you saying? Sorry for cutting you off.
No, but like this year, like I said, ease. So I'm doing the things that will make me money while I go to sleep. Like while I'm asleep, I want to make more money in that way. Because I want to spend less time on trying to figure out the thing, but do the things that I know that's going to be making money for me.
Got it.
That is lucrative, but also is going to be easy for me to do. So, and then on top of that, I'm revamping UCrowd. So it's not going to be a ticketing platform, but I'm incorporating some AI components to that. Okay. I can't say too much.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I'm getting back into tech.
If you say ticketing, like what kind of tickets? Like
it was for events.
Okay.
Like small, medium events.
Like Eventbrite?
Like similar to Eventbrite, but better.
Okay.
We had a social component to it.
I asked the questions.
Better.
But better. Black girl magic.
Yeah.
So we took it to a different level, and the goal was to make it more of a social media aspect, incorporating social buying into the tool. And it was a great idea. Like, I had people interested in it. It was I just was so green. I just didn't really know all the intricate parts of tech. Have
you thought about partnering with like a social media platform that'll probably integrate your idea with them?
I did. I'm one of my really good friends. He's working on some concepts, so I've been kind of giving him some information about like what he can change on his platform. But working with like somebody like him would be great. I would love to be a silent partner.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got to
say,
I don't need to be up in the front. Right, like, let me be in the back. Right. Like, I just put some money.
My job.
You know what I'm saying? Give me my little percentage, and I'm just go on about my business. Right. So I'm interested in doing something like that.
They could like looking at it like, I think it'd be dope for like fan base. Mm-hmm. Fan base is black owned.
Yeah. Isaac Hayes.
Yeah. He doing a lot of stuff when it comes to the audio space, with the rooms or whatever. But then it'd be dope for like artists to be able to do certain shows and have that little ad like, oh, come here, like you can buy my tickets right on my page, like instead of having to go places. So I mean, you know, there's something to think about. A little consultant fee right there.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Come on now. Listen, ideas don't die; they just expand if you really think about them in ways that you can expand the idea that you have.
Or somebody else will get to it. So
somebody will get to it.
Somebody else will get to it if you don't. You know what I mean?
I was so mad one time. I'm gonna give you a little story. I had a little idea for these. I had an idea for these like some rims, like the seat, like you know, like you got the plexiglass, so you can see like it was some rims that you could see your rim, your brake caliber. And I was telling my cousin about it years ago, and he said, "Nigga, you know they got that shit out." I was like, "Oh, that's crazy."
See?
So when you don't do something that you say you're gonna do, somebody's gonna do it.
You know, all the different ideas and creativity, most of it is in the grave.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of people die with things that they were supposed to produce. And I seen this quote the other day. DJ Jazzy Jeff said, he said, "Leave this world empty." Like all the creativity you have, the ideas, the business ideas, the music, the songs, release that. Even if it's not for you, it could be for somebody else. So I could potentially have a great idea for something. It may not be my passion, but I know somebody else would do great for this. So let me give that to that person. And that's a part of my gift. That's a part of my purpose. God could put something in you to give to somebody else. Got it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's a part of making an impact while making an income.
Hey.
You gotta coin that shit right now. This episode ain't gonna come out for a while. You might want to hurry up. Like myself, like I know your Instagram and I know how to get in contact with you for sure. Yeah. But let's do a fake shot because you got the maki.
Okay, I can.
Let's
you got the maki. I'm gonna do the.
This is fire
too. You can taste it by itself.
I guess you could do a maki shot.
Yeah.
Maki shot.
Yeah,
maki shot.
Got you.
A maki shot.
Now,
just so we can, while she making it though. But, Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let everybody know where to find you at, so they can find you, so we can. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So you can find me at I am Maisha, IAMMIESHA, pretty much on all platforms. You can find my business at thebrandsweetagency.com, and suite is spelled like the hotel, SUITE, thebrandsweet.com, and you can find me everywhere. You Google me, my name gonna pop up. Hello. Maisha Robinson.
She said Google.
I'm that girl. I'm that girl.
I'm going to
my name Maisha.
You're not about to keep.
They don't know about that.
Yes. Come on now.
I'm going to Harvard.
Period. Let's go to Harvard.
I got some questions, and we're gonna lock in because I know. Yeah.
I got y'all. I'm telling you, I got everybody.
Monday.
Y'all got some questions. Y'all can DM me. I am not a stranger.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Get to it. And if I don't know it, I can point you in the right direction to somebody who do.
Okay. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the shots are ready.
The shots.
No.
Are you equipped for that one? Because that motherfucker different.
I mean,
this motherfucker different. And this is a big shot. Shout out to Riaz.
Well, I mean, I measured it.
Riaz. This is not your regular tequila. This ain't even tequila.
Yeah, shout out to our sponsor, Riaz. It's similar to like a mezcal. It definitely has like a smoky taste to it. Mm-hmm. 100% agave. So I'm pretty sure it's part of
Maximilian.
They have like different parts of the agave plant, so it's probably like a different part.
This one.
Yeah, see, that's I'm like it's probably a different part of the agave plant. Stuff like that. Put you on.
Yeah. We always do this right here. Not above you.
Not above you.
Below you. I'm right here with you.
Right here with you. Hey. Tap it.
I shot it. That's actually pretty smooth.
It's actually smooth though, so that's why I just took it.
I love it.
And
it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It tastes good. I can see myself drinking this even warm.
Okay.
A little smokiness.
That's actually fucking smooth. Goddamn.
Very smooth.
Last time I drank it, maybe I don't know.
Oh yeah,
It is what it is. Yeah. But of course, y'all know where to find us at Open Bar Podcast _ on Instagram. The Real Open Bar Podcast, or on Facebook. We have 6,000 followers on Facebook. Openbarpodcast.com. And if you want to be on the show, trying to put together forms so people can actually fill it out and get it cracking. But Bar Talk at Open Bar Podcast. Look out for other aspects of Open Bar. We got sidebar conversations coming up. We got some lives that we trying to put together. We're gonna put together a whole bunch of stuff. You know, we about to go crazy. Better get organized with this shit.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Cause I got cussed out today, so.
No, you did not. No, you
Debo got in my ass today.
No.
But yeah, no. So I want to find you at.
All right, you already know I'm AD, a Smile Bartending, so you can find me on Instagram at Smile Bartending. You want to follow my personal journey at AD the Bartender, and then my website www.smilebartending.com.
Sound like a rapper.
I love it.
In my past life. No, I'm
Anything else you want to add?
Y'all just follow me. Make sure you watch. I do have a podcast as well. Same
Okay. Yeah.
Keys to the Culture Podcast. Keys to the
again, I was
Culture
talking
Podcast. I know it's all right. Keys to the Culture Podcast on all platforms. Keys to the Culture Podcast.com. We have some amazing people we talk to. Entrepreneurship tips and tools, how to thrive and grow your life in a positive way. So find us there. Find me on the brandsweetagency.com at I am Maisha. I got a vlog. Ooh. So I'll be documenting my day-to-day. BTS. You should start a vlog. Yeah. YouTube is where it's at. So I'm showing my life, business, fashion, because I dress cute.
Okay.
So I try to get with the pants with that shit on. And the pants.
What kind of shoes are them? Them Docs?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Come on.
Yeah,
light work. Light work. Harvard.
Where you get high scores.
High scores.
I'm sorry. Hey, what the hell? Oh my God.
I did watch movies back then. I don't watch much TV now, but you know.
Crazy. What's going on with you today? It's the Raisia. What is it?
I guess so.
That's crazy.
No, it's the good vibes. It's the good vibes.
Nah, for sure, for sure.
It's the good vibes. It's the big energy.
That's crazy.
Maisha brought it to the room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
How do you like the show?
I love the show. This is a great platform. It feels natural too. It's natural, like talking, have a conversation, and then it's like tying to what we already doing too, and then questions you have. So like it's super dope. I love this. I love Open Bar Podcast.
Conversation never on the blocks.
Meet me by the bar.